Welcome once again to Vlog. I am your host. Today, I'm going to be talking about the fourth episode of House of Dragon, King of the Narrow Sea. So, what an episode. I think we're far enough along that I'll start to include spoilers. I assume that everyone has either already seen the show and they're curious about what somebody else thinks, or they're just curious as to what's going on. I'll leave a link for my review of the first 3 episodes in the description. Last warning about the spoilers. Let's briefly recap what happened, and I apologize in advance if I mispronounce anyone's names. Hopefully I'll get better at this. They did that time jump thing again. I'm a little bit worried about their reliance on time jumps, but I guess that's a problem for another day. Princess Rhaenyra is on tour looking for a husband. The tour didn't work out, but it was pretty awesome to see a little kid kill a grown-ass man. If they keep doing time jumps, maybe that kid becomes important later on down the line. She goes back to King's Landing just in time for the return of Prince Daemon after he defeated the Crab Feeder. There's hope for the brothers to reconcile their differences, and the king definitely wants it to happen. Their dynamic is really cool, and I like it quite a bit. Prince Daemon uses the opportunity to betray his brother by getting Rhaena to go out on the town. She gets to see what her kingdom is like, and he shows her that the people don't respect her, and they definitely don't want her as the ruler. He also takes her to a brothel to have sex with her. But when she accepts his advances, let's just say his sonic screwdriver is out of charge. With Princess Rhaena disappointed, she uses her night to, take care of her needs. This sets up intrigue with one of Otto Hightower's spies who reports that the princess had sex with her uncle. Otto reports it to the king, who obviously doesn't take it well. The queen overhears her father tell her husband the news, and she confronts her friend. They were best friends before Otto Hightower essentially forced his daughter to marry the king, but this confrontation and the struggles that followed seemed to deepen the girls' relationship. As queen, Alicent is increasingly isolated, and she just wants her friend back. Rhaena doesn't exactly lie, but she's not being completely honest with her friend either. She didn't have sex with her uncle, but that's not for a lack of trying. The king confronts his brother with these allegations that he had sex with his niece. Daemon lies and says that he did have sex with his niece and asks for her hand in marriage, which kinda seems like what he wants. I think he wants the throne, but he can't seem to bring himself to actually do the deed. The king banishes him again, and we get back to the matter at hand regarding his daughter. Since she's unable to pick a husband, he picks one for her. He also fires his hand because he can't trust him anymore. His hand didn't exactly lie about Princess Rhaena, but his report wasn't entirely accurate. However, the hand's ambition to see his grandson become king is blatantly obvious at this point. The king may believe the hand's tales, but he can't have someone undermining his reign. So that's my recap. I just think it's hilarious that the king believes that his daughter had sex with his uncle. Or with her uncle, I mean. I mean, it's the Game of Thrones, they're Targaryens, so it's kind of a thing they do if you've seen Game of Thrones. House of Dragon is certainly its own show at this point. With the crab feeders out of the way, and no other big bad, this is just a really interesting family drama. There wasn't really any action here, and I think only one person died, but it was just so much fun seeing these characters plot and scheme and do Game of Thrones things. None of these characters may be good people, but they're very flawed and quite layered, which just makes them so entertaining to watch. Queen Alicent may be one of the truly good people in the show, but even she's conflicted. She was basically forced to marry her friend's dad, who's literally rotting away. She now has 2 kids, and in this episode, she had very little interaction with them. We saw her new kid, but I don't think her eldest son even makes an appearance. Her blank expression while she lays there while her husband has his way with her is quite telling. Alicent is just doing what she's told, but she so desperately wants to be a kid and reconnect with her old friend. Princess Rhaena isn't the sweet, innocent girl that she wants her to be, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens when she finally learns the truth. Now, Otto Hightower is pretty despicable as a character. I don't even think he sees his daughter as a person, more as a thing that can help him rise his family's stature. I am happy to see the king finally man up in this episode, but being Game of Thrones, that may also mean that his time is at an end sooner rather than later. He's not a good guy, but it's good to see that he's found out that he's being manipulated. With episode 4, House of Dragon is running on all cylinders. It's turning into a really fun ride, and I can't wait for the next episode. My only fear is with their use of time jumps. It hasn't become a problem yet, but I hope they're used a little more sparingly in the future. House of Dragon is an excellent family drama filled with interesting, if not despicable, characters as they plot and scheme their way to increase their standing within the realm. So, those are just my thoughts on episode 4. Did you watch it? What did you think? Do you enjoy it as much as Game of Thrones or not? Do you think House of Dragon has differentiated itself enough as its own show? Let me know in the comments. I want to thank you for watching my review, and I hope you have a wonderful day.